do in your daily life, and you can post it up there for everybody to read. But peace, love, unity, and respect are probably all you need in life to succeed. And I think a lot of people are starting to become programmed with what comes on the TV and what comes on the radio, the different kinds of music that's coming out right now. Some of it, dude, some of the music that's coming out is so awesome, and I love it. But at the same time, I don't know what it is. I have a dark feeling in my soul that you have to take it in moderation. You know, like if you listen to dubstep all day long, what are the chances that you can change your heart rate or your brain frequency? Because you know,
sure.
And I love it, dude. I love dubstep music, Skrillex and Dead Mouse, and all those are just solid bands or solid dudes with a whole bunch of equipment. But dude, 24 hours a day, what's going to happen to somebody? What if they just choose? What if the system chooses to pour in a little bit of subliminal messaging inside those frequencies? It's only a matter of time, right?
Which I think is generally kind of what it is. I mean, it's all subliminal impulses, but it very easily could be manipulated in a negative way that, you know, the forces that would be against good could be putting some sort of subliminal messages in some of the music easily.
And you just never know what you're going to get, you know, when you pour out that box of Cracker Jacks. If you sit down in front of a TV, like I was talking to the last guest, I think your brainwave changes within the first minute of watching TV, and I think the same thing probably rings true with music. You you never know, man. You just never know.
Yes.
I got a question for you. I know you have strong feelings towards certain things, and your passion goes towards some things and not to others. Inside the story, there's been some things that happen that might lead to zombie life, staying zombie life. It's going to be dominantly zombies, but to have a little bit of help from an outside genre source being aliens. Do you think that's a bad idea to bring that into the story?
I don't think so at all. I don't think that's a bad idea at all, especially with a lot of things that are going on now in mainstream media, a lot of movies. I mean, these things have been around for ages. Zombies, you know, Night of the Living Dead. I mean, shit's been around since black and, you know, before color fucking movies.
Right.
You know, aliens, you know, have you know, Close Encounters, freaking that dude, before even TV was even available, there was that one guy that did that radio show, you know, where the aliens had come and taken over, and it freaked out a lot of people, and because they didn't know that it was just a radio show, and he made it sound so real.
Right.
I can't remember what the guy's name was or what it was, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and it completely scared the crap out of everybody that listened to it and started rioting in the streets.
You know, it's been going on forever, but the way things are right now with this, you know, the technological advances that where we're at. I mean, it's very, very easy to say that there is some sort of influence coming from something else other than humanly freaking possible. You know, I mean, the technological advances that we've had in the past 300 years would take a lot longer than 300 freaking years to come up with.
Right.
Come on. You know, think about it. Flat screen freaking TVs, you know, LED screens, you know, camouflage netting, you know.
The skin cloaking.
Yeah. I mean, that is all way, way beyond humanly possible in 300 years. I'm sorry. If you think that humans whoever's listening, if you really think that on this planet in the past 300 years we could possibly, there's people that are smart enough, granted, yeah, there's a lot of geniuses out there in the world, but, to go from, figuring out how to heat up minerals to forge steel and make glass,
right.
So all of a sudden we can watch, live streaming video on paper thin material, come on.
Well, inside the story, it talks just exactly about that. The last part of a big fight that went down in Colorado inside the story, a creature descended from the ceiling of this room, and it had all these ancient markings written on it. It wasn't hieroglyphics. Star, we talked to her on like the first or second episode, and she said that she thinks that it was angelic script that everybody wrote up until the time of Babel, when God struck the tower down and everybody was separated in different directions. But inside the story, a guy stepped forward and told everybody that we made a deal with a higher power of some sort, whether it be, whatever it evolves into in the story. I haven't completely thought it out yet. That's why I'm asking different people what they think. But we made a deal that we would get technology and information over a span of time if we surrender humans to them for whatever purpose, whatever reason. And I think that's, if it's not true already, I think it's plausible, because like you're saying, we had a lot of technology come out in the last 30 years alone that's just like, what? How is that even possible?
Yeah.
So, and even with that, technology that we have is supposed to be 15 years old, because the military is supposed to be able to use what they have, and then we get the kick down of what they used to use.
Right.
So that's just a concept that I'm kind of rolling around with inside the story, that maybe I'll introduce an alien breed. But there's a lot of stuff inside the news and on YouTube and some of the media outlets that I listen to that talk about it being a bigger deal, like what you're saying. There's UFOs freaking everywhere, man. All over the place.
I do believe that, there's watchers. And watchers, in my opinion, would be those higher powered, I don't know. I mean, you could almost say, angels,
right,
okay, that are watching and making sure that everything doesn't get too far out of hand. But I think there's also, I think I may have said too much, because I'm not feeling comfortable with talking about what I'm talking about right now. Okay, well, hey, man, try and give me a call back in like an hour. I got to get out of here.
All right, dude. See ya.
Okay, later.
Right. And with that, he's gone. Just like a thief in the night. That's why I called him Lokey, leader of the Gypsy Group inside EddieRotten.com. Thank you so much, Lokey, for being a part of our podcast today. There's so many things that's going to happen with you inside the story. Anybody that follows the story is going to know that he's in for a treat that's coming along. He's going to have a huge battle. There's going to be an epic fight that comes along, and he's going to be center stage for that. Him and JiG are actually having a huge fight that's coming up soon. So, again, thank you so much, Lokey, for being part of our show. Hopefully you can come back on when you have a little bit more time, and we can get more into your character and what makes you, and answer some zombie questions that I have for you. Until next time, this is Eddie Rotten. I'm signing out right now. JiG's not with me. He's in the UK. He's doing some family stuff. He actually showed me on Skype. Dude cooked like some awesome burritos or tamales or tacos or something inside the oven. I'm like, dude, I didn't know you could bake. Oh yeah, I bake for my family. I bake for my family. I can't do it. I can't talk like him. I tried to, but I can't do it. Now, maybe I'll have some UK lessons on how to speak like a UK-nite. Is that even a word? I don't know. Again, thanks everybody for listening to the Zombie Life Podcast. This is Eddie Rodden, signing out. Kill them all.
This is not a test.
The previous audio is supplied by EddieRodden.com. This is a fictional event. Anything that seems real or similar to real life is bullshit, and you're a fucking loser. If you're buying this shit, you're getting ripped the fuck off. Zombie Life Radio is not responsible for any similarities to real life, real or fake.